Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 4 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of... Hey, I have my shield up. Oh boy, that's not good. That's probably not good at all. ATM9's guys, yeah, what's up? Any more fencing? I wanna make sure to fight that dude with the fence post stuff. Oh, sneaky creeper was sneaky. Between episodes, I've been hoping to get some mobs happening, which, you know, I think I kind of did okay-ish on that front. There's some fence posts. Cool. I don't know if my gate got destroyed, though. I feel like my gate got destroyed. Got another Enderman here. I definitely died once or twice, hence the Corral Tombstone stuff in my inventory. But I did get one Ender Pearl, which is nice. I might be getting a second in a moment here. We'll see. Also, there's baby Enderman in this pack. I just want to point that out. I clearly made a diamond sword and an osmium pickaxe, which I'll talk about in a moment. Woohoo! Another Ender Pearl. Nice. Okay. Cool. Good times. Good times. So yeah, basically, as promised, I did a bunch of processing of metals, like gravel, sifting, and whatnot. I got some of this going on. Ooh, I also got one of these, an ability totem, which is cool. That's from Everlasting Abilities. There's a bunch of ability stuff. I need a slime ball, but once I get a slime ball, which I should be able to get relatively easily, all I need to really get, like, I could get dough from Create, or I could get, do the milk thing if I got a cow, which I might look into doing soon. But yeah, that's exciting, right? So, I don't know that I've ever actually played a playthrough with Everlasting Abilities in it, have I? Like, I know it's usually on Forgecraft, and, like, I've messed with it a little bit there. Basically, like, I think you use experience to... Oh, speaking of experience, I died, didn't I? That stinks. I had a lot of experience levels. I lost when I died. But as you can see, I, like, expanded out the platform over there so that... and I can probably remove my death point. I left it up as a reminder to tell you guys that I died. But yeah, that's cool, right? So, a little bit of a mob farm. What kind of rewards did I get here? I got... Ooh, Tombstone Soulbound. Preserves the item on death. That's nifty. And then I got some Grail Tombstone dust type stuff, grave dust, right? Which can go into some Corral crafting. Alright, cool. So just organizing my inventory real quick now that we've kind of, you know, gotten what I want. So I wanted an Ender Pearl so I can make a magnet, right? And I was going to go with the simple magnet. Ooh, 5 iron ingots. That's a little expensive, but I guess for the sake of having a magnet, which I think is a good thing to have, right? Like, this is the magnet I want, right? There's no, like, there's the Pickle Tweaks magnet, but that's still also 5 iron. Electromagnet, no. Fluxo Charm magnet. I mean, that doesn't require an Ender Pearl. Like, I could have made this one, but that requires RF, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely requires RF. So... let's just make the simple magnet charm. Now, usually, there's a keybind for this, right? Keybinds... Magnet? Toggle magnet. Category... Is there a simple magnets? Is that what it is? Simple magnets. There we go. I'm going to make you the semicolon. That works for me. Now, I should be able to... Oh, look at this loveliness. Awesome. So now I can bing, bong. And that's cool. Right? I might move this to the other side. So, Dire, why did you make an osmium pick? I will tell you why I made an osmium pick. There's a really good reason for which I made an osmium pick. The reason that I made an osmium pick is because... I remember, like, the end of last episode when I decided, like, I want to start down this line. Well, guess what? The first thing you need to get is raw osmium. How do you get that? You mine the osmium block that we get from ore gravel sifting. That does not mine with a stone pickaxe, right? So I need at least iron tier. So I figured, do I want to waste iron or waste osmium? And I decided osmium I would need a little less of. So that's the route that I took. So I decided to use osmium, and that worked out. Cool. Any questions? No? Good. So, yeah, lots of ore collecting between episodes. Now I'd like to continue down kind of like this path. Like, so a wind generator sounds like a good idea. And I think that's where the getting started chapter is sending me anyway. But we'll find out. So I got my ender pearl. I can now make this if I got a blaze rod or blaze dust, which I'm sure there's like... in fact, is blaze dust something I can sift? Yes, it is, but I have to crush netherrack, and I'll be able to get it. Okay. That's cool. And reminder, crush netherrack, or netherrack is witch water and lava, right, combined. But that'll get me, like, a passive bunch of mobs, which could be cool. And I might do that on an island somewhere-ish. Like, maybe this island... If I swapped out all the ground here with dirt, that could be cool, right? I would very much like to get... Oh, and by the way, from killing mobs, I have been starting to get the odd Inferium essence. So I wouldn't mind a dirt seed at some point, and then that would make my life easier. So we have to do some infusion type stuff. We're probably not far off from being able to do this, right? Probably not far off from being able to do this. We need iron tier mesh to get prosperity shards, though. So let's not forget that. I'm sure I will forget that, and then you will all yell at me for forgetting that, because that's 100% a thing I would forget. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, let's get into more mechanism-y type stuff. So we'll do this in a little bit. I want to progress down this chapter a little bit more. So to get here, we're going to need some infused alloy. We're going to need basic control circuits, and then we're going to need an energy tablet. Do I need 2 energy tablets, or like what's the deal there? But since all you need to do is get it to work is just place it down. Place it high in the sky for them to make more power. That sounds cool. And then we can get into pipes, right? So the wind generator itself will, as shown, need 2 energy tablets, a basic control circuit, an infused alloy, and that is made with redstone and iron. So it sounds like in my immediate future, I need more redstone. Agreed? Agreed. So let's do this. If I do that, which is a really good thing, by the way, I'm just saying. Okay, and then we can do that, and then we can take the extra 10 and convert it. Put you guys away, and that looks good to me, right? Okay, and I can take my shield off for a moment. Cool. Yay for magnet, right? So we're gonna need the dust, right? Cool. And then you guy. And then shift K. And there's a very good reason that I prioritized getting... Ooh, and then you're also going to need a quick repair. Don't let this break, because it's way cheaper to repair it than to make a new one. Sweet. 64 dust. That was a quest, apparently. Didn't realize. No rewards, though, so not going to worry too much about it. Okay. Now, do I want to get more sieves? I kind of want to get more sieves, so I think I'm going to do that real quick. That shouldn't be too much of a problem, right? I don't think so. You know what else I want to do while I'm over here? I wouldn't mind having another crafting table over here. Does that seem cool? Where would make sense to put one? That works for me. That works. So what I'd like to have is 8 more sieves. Well, that's 7. And that's 8. Cool. And then this should be 7. And that should be 8. And that should be 8. Beautiful. String is not hard to come by. Wood is not hard to come by. And now I can basically double the speed at which I do this, which works now because I have a magnet. Before, when I didn't have a magnet, like I wasn't collecting stuff, and that was annoying to me. But now I'm doing 16 of these at a time, right? So that's cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. How great is that? Huh? Oh, look, we're getting Zicorium gems. Woohoo! Fun times. All right, so I'm going to sift real quick and be right back. All right, so sifted all my dust, and while I was there, I found a named dude as a deal. Oh, and he's on a spider, so that means he gets to climb over my fence. Well, that's not cool. Luckily, he seems aggroed on something. Got this pattern down. Haha, take that. He wasn't so strong. Ooh, yeah, that's what's up. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I actually like. That's neat. He wasn't so strong. Slay an apothic both and retrieve their affix item. Find an item with a pop. Yeah, rare pop. Yeah, right. Hey, look at that. Like, nice. That's a pretty cool. What's up with like the? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Carl's ruined turtle clothes helmet of health. Magic damage is reduced when attacked. Inflict blindness. That's kind of cool. Socketed one. This item ignores durability damage. Soulbound. Armor, luck, and max health, and an empty socket. Not too shabby at all. I am 100% on board with all those bonuses. That is pretty cool. Okay, so sweet. Got an apothic fight going down. Not a problem there. Cool. So now I got a bunch of redstone, thankfully. And so let's see, where did I put my stuff? So I made these guys. Where should my working island be? Like maybe over like this one? Does that sound cool? Like we can start with our basic coal generator, throw some coal in there. I have plenty of coal, so I'm kind of cool just tossing it in and letting it build up some RF. So found, there we go, Forge energy building up, cool. Yes, all looking good. So we're gonna want some redstone, I know that much. We're probably gonna want some coal, probably gonna need a lot of iron, would be my guess, and maybe some osmium, yes. Cool. So our goal, oh, I do need gold as well. I do need gold as well. And you know what I'm going to do? Because this is the island in which I'm crafting things, we're going to have yet another crafting table. Is this thing in here? It totally is. But I think I generally prefer the vanilla crafting table. Only because crafting stations, when I like do stuff, I can just close it. Like with crafting stations, if I do that, they stay in there. And like I've just gotten used to like that. So we need some more infused alloy, which is redstone, metallurgic infuser. Now, we know that we can be more efficient if we get some mechanism, what is it? Infused? Is that what it's called? Enrichment chamber. So this should be like one of my priorities, right? Is an enrichment chamber, just so we can like be more efficient in terms of resource gen, right? So to get steel ingots, we're gonna need steel dust, right? And that will come from, oh, that's not terrible. Iron dust. Okay. Crusher, metallurgic infuser with enriched iron, right? So let's get the following. Let's get more of that. So like the first thing, I think I want to put 4 in there, right? And then if I put pour iron in there. I'm pretty sure it's going to use it all. But, like, prioritize getting so that we can, like, 8x our stuff. And that'll be super good, right? So, yeah. So we're definitely going to need 4 more of you in there. And then to get this, it's a redstone, 20 millibuckets of it, and an osmium, right? So we'll see what that looks like in a moment. And time in a bottle was like not, yeah, it needs netherite. It's gonna be a hot minute. Not terrible though. So I'll come back when all this is done, right? Because once these 4 enriched irons go, I have to run them through the thing again. All right, so as expected, we've got a nice healthy amount of redstone turned into basic control circuits, tricking a rock into thinking. I guess that's technically accurate. Now, how about we do this in the smart way? I have 4 furnaces, and I have 4 pieces of dust to smelt. Right? That's, you know, that's pretty cool, right? So, steel, 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 steel. Perfect. And that means you are good to go with some glass. Do I have any sand or glass filters? I happen to have 4 pieces of sand. Would you look at that? Just perfect. And remember, we don't have to feel bad because tiny coal. Love it. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And that gets me an enrichment chamber, and that gets me an enrichment chamber, and that will help us be far more efficient as it relates to turning this into that, right? Now, I wouldn't mind getting a tier installer if I could from Mekanism. Like, just the tier 1, right? And all that needs is a little basic control circuit, and we're good. And a little bit of redstone. All right, not terrible. Let me come back once I craft up, you know, enriched carbon. In fact, I'm just going to go with, like, 8 of you, just so I can kind of get the ball rolling here. So I'll be back in a moment. And I'll probably make another metallurgic infuser while I'm at it, too. Just because that feels like a smart move on my part. So for that, another metallurgic infuser, right? 1, 2... and metallurgic infuser, boom, cool. And temporarily, this is going to go here because I don't have any pipes just yet, right? But we'll wind up moving all that in a moment. All right, so I think the wind turbine might be close to being ready. That's cool. Infused alloy, don't I have those? I thought I made infused alloys. And you know what? I need another one because... yoink and yoink. There you go. Infused alloy needs, because I just used them to make this, right? So quest-wise, I want to make sure, like, I don't have to make this twice. So let's make sure that we get everything we need, right? So you want me to have 5 infused alloys? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can do that all at once. I had 4. Does that count? Nope. I need more iron, aren't I? Probably. Alright, so then decided that one of these chests is going to be my... I need to take a pause from crafting, so all my junk that I'm currently working on goes in there. Is that fair? That's fair. I think that's what we're going to do. And then I'm just going to get myself that, and gravel it up. And we'll be back. All right, wind generator, part 1, quest complete. Woohoo! So that got me some extra osmium, which is nice. And now I can make my wind generator, which is also nice. Which is also a big old quest complete, quest complete, quest complete, quest complete. Because Mekanism quests. Look at them all. Hurrah! Sweet. Bing, bang, boom. Got some of this. I'll take it all, man. I'll take all the goodies. Pressurized reaction chambers in our near future, it looks like. Maybe even some osmium compression and energized smelter. Got into steel. Got my wind generator down here. Look at all these quests that just got knocked complete just because I did that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bounty board. Oh yeah, I killed the spider while I was off camera. That was a fun time. What else? Anything else? I think that's about it. All right, nice. So massive wins. Very cool, very cool. I can now go take you and smelt up a little bit more iron. Neato. What else? So the wind generator will generate power based on wind, right? So that's creating 192 RF per tick. That's really good for a passive gen. I'll take that. Now I'm just curious, like for funsies, like does it matter if there's things around it, or is it just the Y level? 192. So I'm gonna say just the Y level. So now what happens if I go like way up high, right? So I'm gonna go like, I should probably have more. Okay. Let's just go up a decent chunk, right? And if I can get like, well, I'm assuming my next quest is to get the thing. I just want to see if it's worth it to go up really high. Because if it's like 200 RF or it's 192, it's not worth it, and I'm not going to waste my time. That said, if it's like, 600 versus 192, I'll bet I should probably be doing that, yeah. So, like, let's go up, like, really high. Let's go up to, like, kind of a silly level of highness. I'm going to go up to 150. How's that sound? Does that sound like a number? Okay. And then, that time you placed it under me. I got to figure out the mechanics of that. Wind generator, 192 RF per tick. So the answer is, yeah, no. There's no difference, right? Or is that output? Oh, so this is power. This might be power generation, and that's how much is allowed to output. So this is at what? 50? Is that what it's producing? Is 50 RF per tick? I'm going to assume that that's what it's doing. It's probably saying this is what I'm producing. All right, so if that's the production power, so 50 RF a tick versus, let's find out when we get down there again. All right, now what were we at down here? 34. So I'm going to say it's not worth the hassle for an extra 15 at best RF per tick. What I will say is that if I plug this into a battery, like a cube of some kind, that would probably be the smart play. So that we can passively generate some power and have it available when we need it, right? We'll store up to like 1,000,000 RF. That would be smart. So let me get an energy cube in them. And is that like a thing that I should be working on now? So copper ore hammer. Why do I want that? This hammer can be used to turn ores into dust at a rate of 1 to 2. You can now double all your ores with this hammer. Oh, well that's cool. And even make steel dust. Okay, yeah. I mean, I've got like a stupid amount of copper that I haven't been using at all. So yes, please. That's pretty cool. That's from the All the Ores mod. Neat. And in fairness, I've already done some steel, obviously. Cool. So like, what do I do with you? Oh, that's nifty. So basically, I do this. Okay. Yes. Very yes. I knew there had to be like a semi or doubly approach to early game, so that's really cool. Oh, hello, zombie. How are you? Good to see you, sir. This is my mob farm until further notice. Scroll of Resistance. Neato. Alright, so that's cool. I like. Actually. Zombie, everything else good? Yes. Cool. So that lets me do ore doubling. This is going to be connecting power, cheap pipes. And cheap's, I don't know if I would call that cheap. It's a little bit not cheap. And what kind of sticks are these? Silver rods, or any rods. So I assume sticks. I assume so. It's flint, and then a bunch of redstone. So you, oh, maybe not sticks. Do I not have sticks on me? There we go, and there we go. So I wouldn't call that cheap per se, but we absolutely need power cables, right? Like that's a no-brainer. Now I have a couple steel ingots. I'm gonna get 2 more in the coal dude, right? So if I do that, that's going to be metallurgic infuser. There we go. I'm going to get 4 more, and we'll be right back. All right, so 1, 2 energy tablets, and then a couple pieces of glass. I probably want at least 2 more of you. This was my coal one, right? You're empty at the moment. Oh, hello. That was scary. I was like, what's that noise? See? See? Like, explain. Explain your value. Explain it to me like... The most valuable thing that this guy has given me right now has been the leather from his llamas. Bye. I'm not even kidding, though. Like, it would be one thing if those dudes actually had something of value on them. But they're like, oh, look, for a whole bunch of emeralds, which are rare and hard to get, you could have a fern. No. No, thank you. I pass. Get better trades. Wandering trader. All I'm going to say about that. Are you out of coal? I guess you're out of coal. I guess I could do, like, this, because you're going to be doing a lot more now. And then you, and then you. Cool. So, real quick, we can get together a steel casing, and then we can get together a basic energy cube. That's going to be good. Save it for later. That's right. So we've got you guys as a quest reward, which is cool. Where was save it for later? I assume that's in the Mekanism chapters. Yep. Sweet. Okay. The benefit of that obviously being now, I'll be able to kind of just like, do that. Now, the other thing I'd like to get is the smelter, the energized smelter. So that will also need one of you. And then a little bit more glass. And that will allow me to smelt resources a lot better. Now, how about Mekanism tier installer? Because that could be fun too. Oh, low on redstone. Not super surprised about that, to be honest, considering how much redstone I had to use in order to get what I wanted to get just now. But this is cool, right? So now I can kind of like reconstruct this setup a little bit. So what I'm going to have here is the cube can sit here. And then the windmill can be like that, right? So now his energy is all draining into the cube, okay? And then I would like your down to be the output. And then we can do this kind of deal, right? So we should have the metallurgic infusers probably after the enrichment chamber. And then the energized smelter. Is that cool? Now, did you guys have your carbon first? Good. And redstone second. Beautiful. That's what I want. So enriched, super cool. Ready to go. Fun times. Nice. And then you're going to build up a whole bunch of passive RF, right? Because, like, I'm not even wasting coal anymore. And that works. And now if I do need to burn coal, I can. But this will at least hold me over for a little bit. It's obviously not a ton of power, but it's passive. And, like, I'm running around doing a bunch of stuff. So that works for me. And then we can save on our resources a little bit more. I like it. Cool. Now, what would we like to do? Well, I'll be honest with you. Not 100% sure. I assume that we should continue working down this line to get towards where we want to get. My thoughts are getting here is really my main goal, right? If I can get to this point, I'll be super happy. Now, was there a quest in Mekanism? There was. For an energized smelter? There was. Sweet. Okay, and as a reminder, I can do this and this. I'm going to forget that at some point, and everyone's going to yell at me. I'm just saying. Right, but energized smelter, why having power energized smelter? Oh, that's right, I have to use buddy wrench. And now he's filling up. Cool. And now you should be able to... Oh, that's right. I hate that noise. Ooh, that's much better. So much better. Sorry, not a fan of that particular noise. So I'm going to call that a good wrapping up point for the episode. How about between episodes, I will grab some more resources, specifically redstone. And then once I have that redstone, what I'll do is come back next episode, focus on this, getting started quest line number 2, so that we can work towards, I guess that's an option too. I guess that might have been smarter than going down the other redstone route, wouldn't it? But yes. You called these cheap. You said cheap pipes. Cheap, you said. And then 2 quests later, you're like, look how much cheaper it is. Just saying. Those pipes were not cheap. Comparatively. I'll probably tear those up and just, do thing. In fact, should actually have no problem doing it, really soon, right? Don't I have a little bit of steel? No, that's right, I didn't. So yeah, we'll come back next episode, and stuff and things, right? So for now, don't sign off. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Definitely, next episode we'll probably get the better pipes, and then we'll be working towards making an iron furnace, which is definitely a quest that will lead towards augments. But then we can get into energy condensers. And that sounds like fun. Crazy loot. Go visit the Project E quest line to see how this mod can get tons of resources. Not a bad idea. But for now, wrapping up point. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take it easy.